say, Cancer, I'm not even going to get into how many problems I've had trying to figure out your reading. You're the last of the lot. And I've had so many weird mishaps going on here. You have no idea. The first, I gotta get into. Maybe this is going on in your life, or maybe this will make sense to what's happening. I don't know. But I went to record it, and I got the first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes. Go figure. It went from me thinking I was filming one video to losing the whole of the content, but getting the first 2 minutes, the last 2 minutes. I do not know how that happens. I couldn't even do that if I tried. But I ended up with 2 videos there. And then I started again here, and my microphone was unhooked. Yes, that was a problem on my own, but it's like, are we being heard? Are we being heard? And there was something, you know, like I look at, where's my microphone? Oh yeah, it's way over there, packed away. I'm like, shit. So anyway, are we being heard, and are we losing some content here? As we move into the cards, I'm just going to get moving. The first card, again, I went through 3 here before I found the microphone was gone. The first is the Mother card. I was getting a sense here. The energy that I have is very much a motherly, protective, you know, mother bear protecting her cub kind of feel. I've got something here. I want to keep it safe. And I do get a soft energy upon that, though. But I, you know, but like a fierceness as well. It's kind of opposing. So it's interesting because it's like, don't step over that line. Nobody's going to step over that line. I'm quite sure the Cancer's saying, you're not going to step over my line. So I'm going to be calm. And if you do, I'll be a raging bear. But till then, I'm calm. And the energy that I'm getting outward from everybody else. How's the Cancer? They ask. Oh, they're doing good. They're pretty calm under the circumstances. This is what I'm getting. So this is what I'm getting from this Mother card. We may have some Cancers here who are pregnant or who are saving for pregnancy. It may not apply to all, but the sense that I'm getting is that they may be saving up or are in the pregnancy phase of the 9 months here. I'm thinking past the first trimester, and they're starting to accumulate things to get ready for, you know, the baby to arrive. Now, the next card that we have here is 15, the Abundance card. And through this Abundance card, I do feel from the Mother, that's the preparation, is gathering things in order to be ready for the arrival. And if we're not in the pregnancy mode or whatnot, whatever it is we're trying to protect here, I feel like there's a lot of abundance around this. Part of the reason why we're protecting it so highly. Now, the next card, we have the 4 of Air, which is interesting because this gives me more like a Gemini feel. And Geminis, they really like to be busy and they like to have their schedule locked in, and they like to know what they're doing and schedule it through the day. The mental mechanics going off here in the Cancer is very above water. It's more in the air element, where we are thinking logically about our life and taking our emotions out of things quite highly. And this is helping us smooth waters, right? It's helping us stay calm, cool, and collected when we take the emotions out of it. And we're also spending a lot of time up in our head planning things before we take action, which is also smooth runnings here, okay? So we're going to get into the second row with the Infinity Feminine. On top of the Mother card, we have the 2 of Air. Now, the 2 of Air speaks to the energy of stalemate, not being able to go here or there, maybe not having enough information in order to move forward. For some of us that are in the pregnancy mode, there may be a mishap having to do with this pregnancy. Now, the feeling is we got a burp in the system, but I feel no heaviness here. So I feel like things will be okay, but there just may be a health issue either with us or the baby that kind of, you know, it's, what do you call that? it's a tense moment, right? Until we find out. Now, either we need to take blood tests or something invasive here has to happen in order to find out yay or nay, are we going in this way or not? Sorry, interruptions. So nothing goes off on my computer unless I'm filming. Then it's like beep, 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 all these weird noises and things. So whatever. Okay. Anyway, Cancer in a Gemini energy. If you're in pregnancy mode, you know, try to stay as stress-free as you can. I think we kind of are along that line. Most of us here will be along the line of taking care of business here while, you know, the bun's in the oven type thing. So there will be some kind of a health issue. Like I said, I can't differentiate if it's the mother or the baby. But the sense that I'm getting here is it's just a hiccup. It's just something that needs to be looked into. And once it's verified or maybe some levels are off, we balance the level, then everything goes back to normal. We may have to pay attention to either diet or something. I don't know. Something that it seems like it's adjustable, like it's not something heavy. So hopefully that's the case. But nonetheless, that's what I'm getting here. That's the blindness for the mothers. Now, for those that aren't in a complete mother mode, but yet there's something here that they're embracing and protecting quite highly, I feel like there may be details here that we're not yet privy to, or the sense they're going, if it's not in our face, we're not dealing with it. And we're not dealing with it right now. And we may not need to overall, but we'll see what comes here. So I feel like we're just missing some details, but the essence they're giving me that the Cancer is taking is, if I don't have the details, I don't have to deal with it, and I move on. Very analytical, very problem solving, very judgmental, and like next, this kind of thing. So the Two of Air is basically, we're not really going above and beyond anything here if we do not need to, is the sense. Now, on top of the Abundance card, as we move into the feminine, we get the Knight of Air. Knight of Air, that is an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini that we may be dealing with here. This person may have a lot of abundance around them at this time. The Knight of Air can be quite shifty. We never really know where he sits. If you look at him here, he kind of does take his heart out of things, and and maybe the reason we're taking our heart out of things is because someone else is taking it out as well. And this is how we need to deal with each other, all business. This could be now they're giving me back that Two of Air. They go, that could be under this Knight of Air's energy as well. This Knight of Air may be blind to something having to do with the Cancer in that way, okay? As we move forward. The Four of Air, again, I got a very high Gemini energy here, someone who's very much masterminding things and making sure that everything up here is perfect, and then we'll go after and take action. Again, leaving our heart way in the back here. We don't need it with what we're dealing with, is the sense. The Four of Air, what do we get on top of there? The Seven of Air, okay. Seven of Air, it can be about sneaky behavior. It can be about trickery. It can be about sabotaging self or others. So there's something shady going on here. But we'll keep moving. Okay. On top of the Two of Air, again, a mothering energy. Someone here very much in mother mode and in protection mode of someone or something. On top of the Two of Air, the masculine we get is the Two of Water. Two of Water is about a soulmate energy, a high level connection here where we feel quite great and wonderful with someone. There's something we're not seeing here, either having to do with a partner that we're with. Yeah, there's something we're blind to having to do with a partner that we are with, okay? Now, right down the center, this is the energy of what you're dealing with. You may have a Knight of Air in your midst at this time that you are dealing with. There may be some prosperity around this situation. On top of that, we get the Nine of Fire. Nine of Fire is the wounded warrior. So he's the dude that is kind of been through the mill. They don't have a lot of extra energy, but the extra energy that they're trying to give it one last push here is the sense. I do not feel that that's attached to the Cancer energy. I feel like this Knight of Air carries that energy of trying to give it one last chance. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I feel like we may know where this sits, but I don't feel that the Knight of Air... First of all, the Knight of Air is not seeing something clearly when it comes to the Cancer. So if you're dealing with this Knight of Air, that person is not dealing with you. There's something they don't see in you that either, I don't know if it's going to be seen, or they just don't understand, or they can't get through, or there's something here, a puzzlement, and this is what is leading to the Nine of Fire, like the wounded warrior. We're trying and we're trying and we're trying and we're trying and it's not working. So I don't know on what level that sits. But the sense here is the Cancer may know, but the Knight of Air may not know. There's a lot of energy going towards the Cancer in some kind of way, shape, or form. But I feel like the Knight of Air, they're going to give it one last shot, whatever that means. So on top of the Four of Air, we have the Seven of Air. Again, it's shifty behavior. Someone's sneaking around doing something. It's highly connected to this mental energy. So I feel like we may not be taking action, but our mind may be going, one of these people's minds may be going in a direction here where we're being sneaky about something. And I can't pinpoint who it is. Okay, the last masculine card we have is the King of Water. Now that is your element, and that is a masculine energy. And we have suspicion here, is what they said. We're suspicious. So the sense is that when they say we're, it always is the element that we're speaking to here. So Cancer is suspicious of something going on here, maybe from the Knight of Air. Because I got this King of Water highly, and he is looking up at the Knight of Air, like on my table. I'll show you. Like, it's... This is how it's sitting. Like, he's just looking up at this card. That's how it's sitting on my table. These two. Now, give me a minute. As we deal with this Knight of Air, we may have our suspicions about a sneaky behavior in and amongst this. This Knight of Air is trying to accomplish something when it comes to the Cancer. They're going to give it one last shot in order to accomplish this. We're not going to pull any more cards here, except we do have the Power of Surrender card left. You'll have to look to the readings here to see what will come next here. This is really the energy that may sit in this way for quite a while. Why? Because the Two of Air kind of leaves everything at a standstill. It's almost like the Hangman without any progress. Because the Hangman can come to new conclusions because they see things differently and whatnot. The Two of Air is kind of like, I don't know, I just stop. Just stop. Just stop. And there's no progress. So I feel like this energy can sit like this for a while here. The Cancer's highly in suspicious mode of, the tactics or the motivations of this Knight of Air. Knight of Air is trying to give one final push in a certain direction here for something. And we have a close soulmate in and amongst this mix. Okay. Power surrender card. This is just the situation it's going to be. Surrender obsessive thinking. Now this is interesting because when we have that Four of Air, if we got that card and this card, that's a lot of mind play here. And I mean, the Gemini's always up in their head. And even though this is Cancer reading, I'm not misplacing that word. I feel like I'm dealing with a Gemini because the Geminis are just up in their head. They don't do much. Like, well, they do a lot actually, and they can accomplish a lot. And the feeling here was things are going quite smoothly, but we may have a lot going on in our mind. Surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. We may have to get on our knees and actually pray for things here, but the sense that I'm getting is we're dealing with it quite well on the surface, they said. We're dealing with it well on the surface. Maybe it's the internal stuff that we have a lot of suspicions with. Like I was saying, if we remove our heart, we're dealing with things quite well. But either this may be something that may attempt to change over the scenario, or it may just be something that swoops in here and changes the dynamic, and then it becomes something that we have a hard time letting go of. So again, surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessed about a person, situation, turn it over to spirit, and it will help bring clarity. So that is the energy, the catch-up energy that we have for Cancer here. Man, I tell you, I hope this is not going to be a thing in all the series of the readings that I put out here, because there's always one that stands out. Either it stands out, like one card stands out and it goes through all the readings, or there's one reading that stands out because, you know, I can't get it together here. Like, what's going on? But yeah, the Cancer is highly suspicious of this Knight of Air. So it's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your midst. And we feel they may be trying to sneak something past us here. There is something that someone's not seeing, but they're going, it's the Knight of Air that's not seeing properly. The Cancer's got all the facts. The Knight of Air, he's the one that's kind of not seeing things the way we should, or unable. There's a decision here they want to make. I feel like they're kind of butting their head up against a wall here. But at the same time, it's like they feel they can make progress, but the Cancer may know different. I don't know what the deal is here. But that's your energy. A lot of air elementals in here, a lot of air energy. We are trying to use our compassion as much as possible here. I do get kind of a split of energy. And what this split is calm, cool, collected on the outside, but on the inside we got lots going, like the trains just, you know, burning down the track. That's what I get. This with steam engine overhead, woot, stuff coming out. It's just a lot going on in the mind. So that just may be where you're at this time. And I don't really see anything other than a suspicion towards somebody or something or behavior of some sort. We're just suspicious of someone and keeping an eye quite heavily on things. And that's kind of all I got for you. So hopefully that helps you over this season, this time. Again, I'll be coming back into Rumble here and putting the love, sex, and romance, which is usually about I'm going to rate them R at this point. Love, sex, and romance, spirituality, and I'm going to try and get some career stuff in there in the new year for sure. I don't know how much I'll get through here having to do with Christmas and whatnot. I think I'll minimize them down to 9 cards here and we'll do okay. This seemed to go pretty smooth considering I had other things on the go here. So I appreciate your time. Take care, have fun, and be kind. And hopefully this helped you in some kind of way. If not, it may just illuminate things or validate things for you in the moment. So that's catching up with Cancer. The end of the series for the catching up. Take care, have fun, and be kind, and we will talk to you soon with more readings in Rumble. Take care.
moi.